Hello, Michael. Hello, Tanya. I am 1 minute late. I know. Michael, my biggest critic. I love you, Michael, but please, a little bit of grace. Just a little. I'm 1 minute late. I got all the stuff ready to go. All the stuff is ready. Two of my shrimp are a little bit frozen, just a little, not a whole heck of a lot. I want to show you the products that I use. I have them all in front of me so that I can put them. I know you have to tell me, and I appreciate it. You are my YouTube coach. Enough said. You are my coach. I have to listen to you. If I want to succeed in this YouTube sphere, I must listen. I got all the products here so that I can show you right out of the jump what I use before I turn on the burner. Yes, I'm in my laundry room because the TV's going and the devices are going and the bones that I bought from the dogs, you would be hearing the constant hitting the hardwood floor. The bones thump, 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 thumping. It is what it is. I got the garbage bag ready to go here. My sink ready to go. All the food's laid out, but I want to show you the products. Here we go. Listen, I love the convenience. I love the convenience because I'm old. I work second shift. I'm on Carnivore for the simplicity of it. So I would simply like to order from Butcher Box. I'm not sponsored. I'm not. Would I want to be sponsored eventually? Yes, I would. But here's what I'm using. I'm using sea scallops, and these are sustainably harvested in the cold waters of Georgia's Bank. All natural, no chemicals or water added. Don't ask me the prices of these because you're just going to have to go onto the website, butcherbox.com. So we have scallops. We have raw Gulf shrimp. Gulf of what Gulf, Jerry? The Gulf of America? Just saying. We have that. And we have another Alaskan cod. Okay. If you caught the recipe, if you're following along, if you know how to use I don't know how to do this, where you can look at the recipe and look at the video at the same time, have at her. I'm going to be doing this so fast, you don't even have to worry about looking at the recipe. But I did post that yesterday in a community post to make it easy for you. So let me put these back in the freezer and come right back. I'll be right back. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you all hear me? Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm turning up my computer. Now, last week, I got a sassy person that made a comment saying, I should get a better camera. I'm using the laptop. Here's the cell phone, but I'm using the laptop instead. Let me go to my channel. I know the recipe. I've made the recipe. It's not a big deal to me. It's just a matter of what do I want to cook with? Beef butter, otherwise known as beef tallow by Carnivore Crisps, or Irish butter. I've got the Parmesan Reggiano. I get that from Costco. Let me go to my channel. Hit my live. And there I see Tanya and Michael. I'm following the title. Sound is good. Good, I'm glad. 1 minute, that's not late, Tanya says. 20 seconds is late. See, listen how Michael, listen how you are with me. See how he is to me, see? Coach, you got to be tough as a coach, I guess. I don't think I need the best in my house. I'll take that off later. Repeat clocking 1 minute late and you'll get fired, he says, which is true. You're fired. I'm following the title. And you are correct. Okay, so I got all this stuff here in front of me. Myself, would like to start with the beef tallow. I can use the butter. I want to start with the tallow. So that's where I'm going with this. Now, which silicone device do I use? We'll use the small one. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it on to medium. I didn't take this out of my refrigerator, so it's a little hard. Okay, it's a lot hard, but it wasn't in the freezer. And speaking of freezers, I got the ice cream in the freezer. Fed the dogs. Didn't feed Jack. Jack can eat ice cream. Hey, I bought him beef bologna. He can eat that. Oh, my lantern. Let me get my knife here, which I used earlier for cutting my cod. I like the foam soap that comes out of the dispenser like a foam, as opposed to working with a soapy product. That's one reason why I like the antibacterial, especially when it comes to cooking and in a pinch. But I prefer the foam. Oh, this is much better than that spatula shenanigans. I'm not going to follow the recipe per se because, like I said, I had to type something so that people would understand. I'm not a chef and I don't pretend to play one on the YouTube. However, we have a chef here in the audience, and that is Miss Tanya. And I am so ecstatic for you that you guys are now cooking with the beef tallow. That is phenomenal. Let me put my phone over here. I'll refer to that later and try to keep up. Let the tallow melt, and it's melted very nicely. Thud, thud. I use a lot of paper towels. I use more paper towels than I do actual towels. Even when I did catering, I did more paper towels I took with me to events. I don't know, a case, because I always wanted to be extra prepared. We're going to start out first with the scallops. Cooking them on both sides. It really doesn't take that long to cook. Cook them till they're GB, golden brown. They're not D yet. GB and D would be golden brown and delicious. Now, I do not, this is just me, for me, cooking for myself. I am a salter when it comes to my product. Because I cook for so many people, ideally, it's best to salt as you go along. And I know how my family is. When I do these videos on the tube, I don't like the salt. You salt as you go along. Tanya will say this. Many people will say that. I should have brought tongs downstairs, but I didn't. We'll flip it with the silicone. And usually, typically, if I do this on a stove, we have gas, LP gas. And if I do this on a regular stove, it'll be on stainless. To do these videos, I purchased for myself an induction saucepan, frying pan. I prefer flame. That's just me. The problem with cooking in the country is you can't get the flame hot enough on a gas stove. You can't. Let's see what the other side looks like. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of browning. If you see this one, just a little bit. See, I wish I would have brought the tongs and I could have tonged it and showed you. Ooh, but it smells wonderful. So once the scent is there, and you flip and you'll see the golden brown that's happening. You know. And you know. And for the most part, I really don't do timers. I know they're important. I know measurements are important. I get it. But this is my measurement, and that's my timer right here. So these are looking beautiful because I flipped them. It's gone down. Let's see if I can pick one up and show the non-cookers what I'm referring to. See the golden brown? It's there? Yeah, that's what the one side should look like. It's on a medium induction heating setting right now. I put it towards the middle. And all we do is wait. So if I'm cooking for company that's coming to my house, I will lightly salt it. I have the Redmond salt. I'll salt it at this point. I'm going to add butter for the shrimp that I cook next. This is the first part. And this takes a little bit longer. Remember, I had one? I had one of these that were a little bit frozen. I had two of the shrimps that were more frozen. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I don't want to jack up the heat. I just want to make sure that it's cooked on both sides golden brown. And that's what it's doing. I hope you guys had fun today going with me in my scatterbrain shopping visit. See if we have any comments over here. Tanya says, I come up with measurements only when I'm teaching a newbie, otherwise not. Now, did you hear that? That noise tells me it's almost ready. It's almost ready. Where it starts to bubble more. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Michael's on in 2 hours. Yay, we have to watch you. Sound is good. I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you and Amy probably at the same time. She goes on at 7 Eastern, which is my time, 6. And that's when you go on. So I'm going to have both of you on at the same time, 2 different devices. It's cooking. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Not even golden brown on the other side yet. But that's okay. This induction cooker is not, I have it on a medium. I'm afraid to burn the products, especially if I'm YouTube cooking. I'm afraid to burn it. What's coming off of the scallops now is the water, albeit the inside of the scallop. That's the water, maybe the frozen part of it that's melting. Maybe that's coming off. DS11 111 says, now, I don't have to go to Costco today because I already went with you. That's true. I still have something to tell you, Michael says. Oh, I can't wait to find out. I come up with, we read Tanya's already. Yes, I know you always have things to tell me. I am very, very appreciative of the fact that you're willing to teach me. It's coming up, it's picking up the noise, the water. Let's see if the browning is happening. No, not yet. Other side, I want browned more. especially before I put in the shrimp. But after I take this out, I'm going to take it out, put it on the plate, keep it warm, because that's what I have right here in the basement. Because it's quiet. The basement's quiet. It picks up the boil and then it eases down. Dang nabbit, Jerry, remember two, in my parents' house, we had two kitchens, one in the basement and one upstairs. So I'm used to it. But this is a laundry room, for Pete's sake. I would love a kitchen. Jack would not allow me to have another kitchen in this house. He'd say, you can barely keep the other one clean. Okay, getting there. Not to the brownness that I like. I'm going to try to turn up the heat a little bit to medium high. Ah, don't burn them. Just to bring up the temp a little bit more. I promised this was going to be fast. It is 5:17. I will be done by 6 o'clock. I really will. It doesn't take that long to make this. I just have never made it using this induction cooktop in my house. I do it with a flame on the stove. This is smelling. Now we're smelling. Now we're smelling great. Yeah, much better. Starting to change color. Much better. Much better. Ooh, good stuff. Let's see what the other side looks like of this one. Ooh, hot. Mm. Oh, yeah. They look good. They look delicious. Time to take them out of the pan. I also didn't bring a slotted spoon. You'd think this was my first rodeo. It's not. Cooking this dish on YouTube in a laundry room, now that's my first. Okay, I like it. I like it. It works. It works. They're heated through. I can smell them very well. We're going to cover them up. Keep them warm as we take a new spatula, a clean spatula, and get, I don't know, this much butter. I said I made it in the recipe. I didn't touch it. Nothing. Just a touch of the butter. I just had to type out the recipe so that you would follow along. Starting to burn a little bit, so I want to be able to turn the heat down. Okay, here go the shrimp. Ooh, I just felt the cold frozen one. The one thing is about these shrimp from Butcher Box, there's no uniformity with the shrimp pieces. So if it's a matter of presentation, these are not large shrimp, first off. When I was at Festival Food shopping with you guys, I passed the large frozen shrimp. I should have showed you ones that I typically buy, the large frozen, but these are all different sizes. I buy from Butcher Box for the convenience. I truly do. Comes to my door. I don't have to go out. I really don't, like Lisa had said in the video, comment, the chat. She really doesn't like to go out and go shopping. Neither do I. Garbage bag. Neither do I, but I'm already in Eau Claire once a week. So I like to wrap up everything as opposed to Jack wanting to go from the house to the church right back home. Oh, maybe he'd want to stop at Culver's to grab something to eat. Now, see, shrimp are faster. It's off. When you take the pan off of the cooker, it turns off. shrimp, you want to get them to an orange color, the way it is right now. If you can see this, shoot, I have to stick it up for a minute. There we go. See how they're starting to get orange-ish? Can you see this? There we go. That's better. Orange-ish color. Whoop, gonna turn back on the flame. Medium high. No. There we go. Turn it back on. And now I'm going to flip them, because these shrimp are fast. As Tanya knows, and anybody else that has cooked shrimp before, shrimp are very fast cooking. I'm starting to get a color base for my sauce when I added the butter. I'm going to turn it back down to medium now. But this is the color I want. I want somewhat of a, I don't know, how do I say this? Seafood stock, if you will. I don't mind the color at all, and the water that comes off of here. I'm going to turn it back up a little bit. To give it more of a stock. I wasn't sure how much stock I was going to get. So from last week, from the chili, I, of course, had extra. Don't have chicken broth. Well, I have it, but this is already open. So if I need to thin it down, I'll put the beef broth in there and thin it down. This is the Sam's Club Heavy Whipping Cream. Not really gung-ho about this. I've had this. This is what I put in Jack's coffee. I really don't care for this. I care for the Costco cream. I've had this. It goes in Jack's coffee. It's got carrageenan. That's just my opinion. Okay, so again, my opinion is it's done. The shrimp are fast. Turn down the temp. Shrimp are done. They probably were done about a minute ago, but I kept blabbing. Blab, blab, blab. Woo hot. And I dropped the piece on the, there we go. Good stuff. Now comes the cod. Turn up the temp. And put the cod in there. Should I add more butter or not? Not right now. These won't take that long. They're a little bit cooler than room temp. If anybody has seen Barbara make her clam chowder yesterday, after I watched that recipe, I thought, you know what? I could go for some seafood. I don't have clams in my house. I wouldn't do potatoes, but I had all the other ingredients. I thought, no, I'm going to make my seafood casserole, not a chowder, my seafood casserole, and make that for alive. I thought it would be a good thing. And here we are today, making it. This is not going to be that long either. Now, typically, like I was saying earlier, I'd be cooking with stainless steel on my flame stove upstairs. And the trick is, once it doesn't stick, once it releases itself, it's ready to turn. So this is an induction ready saucepan. Nothing's really sticking on this. But I'm seeing the color, so it's almost ready to turn. I'm going to use garlic. I know it's not carnivore. I get it. But I like it. Some people would say, too, Jerry, you using Parmesan Reggiano is not garlic either, or is not carnivore either, nor is the cream. Well, if you want to, you can make this into a butter sauce, a béarnaise sauce. That's fine. This is ready to go. I believe I have to flip this a couple times because I put it in little cubes. So I'm going to have to do a couple of flips here accordingly. When I see it flaking, then she's done. It's cod. It doesn't take that long. Tanya knows. Ooh, ooh. It the butter sauce is sweet. I hope Julia's having a good. Juliet always has a better following than myself. She does a lot more. She spends a lot more time online than I do. How many people do I have online right now? I have only 7 people. Hey, hi, John. John's here too. So we got Michael, Tanya, DS111. I'm sorry, DS111. I don't know your proper full name. My apologies. John's here. Hello, everyone. I'll watch when in not doing a 7-day fast. Looks delicious. Excellent. We totally understand. We totally understand. I will be coming up with I don't know if I told you this yet, John, if you're still on. I'm coming up to doing my 40-day fast very soon. Yep, I said 40. 40 days. December 2nd is the start of it. And January 11th is the end of it. Flippy doodle. So as I was saying, it tastes sweet. Seafood to me, scallops to me taste sweet. I know there's more carbs in scallops. So this is almost ready. Hot. Like my mouth is a cooler. Usually I'll tell people, zip your soup cooler. Meaning, hold your mouth. Stop talking. Zip the soup cooler. This smells divine. And like everybody says, smell-o-vision. There should be smell-o-vision. Here you go. Catch the sense. It will completely finish off once it goes back in to the sauce and gets heated through. I forgot a lid also for this container. See what I mean? I'm having a gray hair moment. Oh, this smells so good. This is going to taste delish. Just delicious. Deliciousness. And just keep turning it to make sure it's not burning, but browning. There we go. We're browning. We're not burning. Brown and not burned. GD&D, golden brown and delish. Almost ready to be done with the pan. Picking up all the solids from the proteins that are leaking through. But that's okay. I have it on medium high. I'm going to lower it down to medium as I remove this little sauce is still. I'm going to pour the sauce that's extra in there into the pan. And of course, I'm going to use it. Wish I brought the slotted spoon with me. But take out the cod. The cod, it really is done. It's done to its desired consistency. Whoopsie-daisy. To the way I like it. And it will be completely done once I put it in the sauce. There we go. Put a lid on it. Cover it up. Do I add more butter? Yes, please. using the clean butter scooper. Now I can make it dirty because I think that's sufficient amount of butter. I like to start off first with the beef tallow and then finish off with the butter. Butter solids burn, and I don't want the sauce to burn. I want it to be a white sauce. There's little specks down here. That's to be expected. I don't have a whisk. I don't use a whisk with this pan. This cleans up like a dream. I don't put this pan in the dishwasher at all. I put the garlic in right about now, usually to taste. I didn't put that in the recipe. I think it's because I just forgot, that's all. Can I give you guys a measurement? Tanya would do it according to her heart, so I know that. So this side is a teaspoon. So I'd say for this particular recipe, I'm using just a teaspoon of this garlic that already comes in. Get this at Aldi. I don't know, I think it's $1.97 or something. It's very cheap. Let that melt right in there. Just a little bit of melt. Let's see if anybody's talking, if anybody's saying anything. I love scallops too. You're heavy on the garlic. Yep, that's good. Why is everybody live right now? So many peeps. I don't know, Sharon. I don't know. Yeah, I did have the pedal to the metal. You ain't joking there. I was only 1 minute late. Barely made it on time. Barely. My coach, he's checking me, so that's good. Uh-oh. DS1111 won't tell his name. Okay, got it. Lisa saying hello to everybody, and we all understand that John is fasting. And Michael's not live. Michael is going on. I'm going to put, here we go. Before that burns, I put the cream in here. And I smell the fragrant garlic. I'm just smashing down the garlic here. I love the humor of my friends that I chat with here. Turn that down a little bit. Love the humor. I'm going to put a little bit more cream in here just because I think it needs it. Measuring with my heart. The recipe that I put down is kind of a guesstimate. I was going from my head. But once I get together, like Tanya, once I get it in a pan and I start mixing, I go, ooh, I think this should be added. That's why I brought the beef broth downstairs with me, just in case I had to use broth. Here comes the Parmesan Reggiano. I don't know. This is maybe a cup, 3/4 of a cup, but I'm going to add and stir and guess and stir and add and guess. It melts very fast. I left this in my freezer. I think I told you guys it when I was in my car. I did leave this in my freezer, and I came home and it thawed super quick. I don't want this to break. I know it's a fine line when you're adding the cheese. Adding the cheese. Don't want it to break. Put in a little more cream. Don't want it to break. Stir it. Put the temperature up just a little for a few seconds. It's still creamy. Good sign. Looks good. And it's going to taste better. Okay, so this is my opinion. I put down recipe serves 1 to 2 people. In my opinion, this is going to serve me. Add the seafood back in here along with all the juices. Now I can get rid of the plate. because I don't have to impress anybody. I will eat off of paper. There we go. Turn it back up again. Get it a little bubble to heat it completely through. And literally, that's the dish. All I'm doing is heating it through. To make it go faster, I guess I should have brought down the cover to seal it. Just seal it. Let's see. Let's try a paper plate. I don't have to burn anything. It's not like I'm using flame upstairs. These Chinette plates are just flimsy compared to the way they used to be made. See, everybody's skimping. Yep, it's starting to bubble nice. So let's try it. Yeah, it works perfect. We'll let that bubble for a second. Let's look at the chat. Wish there was a smell feature. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, Michael's checking me. He's saying I was 2 minutes late. Perfect. Chef's kiss. Yum. It's just heating through. It's just heating through, chef. That's it. Could it use a little more cheese? It's going to go on my plate. I didn't want to use all of the cheese in here, but I do want to thicken it up. I want it to be hot all the way through the dinner. But I also don't want to have a soup either. This is a nice consistency thus far. Evaporation will make it go even a little thicker. And the sauce is not broken. That's, like I said, that's a fine line in cooking, and Tanya knows too, not to break a sauce, because then it looks slick and greasy on half of it and just not good. Oh, I didn't bring utensils to eat my food. Guess what I'll be eating with? Silicone. It's good. It's all good. I don't mind this induction countertop cooker. I prefer gas. I prefer flame, as I'm sure Tanya does. I think you can regulate flame better. I'd prefer it, but I don't mind using this. Yeah, this could use a little more cheese. How much more do I have in here? So I'm going to use some on the top. Yeah, I'm going to hoard it for myself and use it on the top. It's bubbling perfectly. It's going to go off the cooker. Now, hang on 1 second. There we go. See it? Oh, it's bubbling nice. Nice, perfect. Put it back on. There we go. And just heat it through. Didn't do the macros. Can't tell you how many carbs and how many calories, but I am starving. This is my first and only meal of the day today. All I did was drink the protein coffee that I make. If you guys haven't seen the protein coffee, I took 18 ounces of real coffee. I'll give you the recipe as this is settling down. I take 18 ounces of regular coffee, put that in 1 scoop of the unflavored beef bone broth. Say that fast 3 times. It's unflavored, doesn't smell like bone broth, doesn't taste like it, especially in coffee. It's unflavored. 1 scoop of collagen. This smells divine. 1 scoop of collagen, 1 scoop of gelatin. The gelatin scoop is smaller, so it would probably be the equivalent of a Knox gelatin packet, but I use the beef bone gelatin. This is good. This is hot all the way through. I'm going to turn this off. Oh, I have to turn it off by unplugging it. This is perfect. It smells divine. And it's bubbly hot. 1 ounce of butter. get it back off the food on me. 1 ounce of grass-fed butter. What did I miss? Beef collagen. Yes, that's it. All of those. If you want to, you can put keto chow. Some people like to put the keto chow in their coffee. I don't. You can put Equip if you want a flavored coffee. And that's the beef protein is the Equip. They sell beef protein in keto chow as well. Let me put it on the paper plate now. Paper plate can go right on top of the induction. And it's not going to burn. So I whirred that coffee up together, put it in a preheated thermos. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Could use a little salt. Remember, I didn't salt as I go along. And using the salty cheese. Yeah, just a little bit of salt. But using the salty cheese, you'll give it a cheesy flavor. And then I will test it for you. So I know those of you that love scallops and seafood and all the things, you guys know what this tastes like. So this is gonna be delicious. Wow, hot. Why do people, me included, have to eat things immediately off of the burner? Come on, Jerry. I have 4 people watching. I have 4 people watching me burn my mouth. What is this? I'm eating cod. Oh, perfect. Hot. Perfect. Not overcooked at all. Piece of shrimp. Let's try it. I know what it tastes like, but oh, it's so stinking good. It is so good. I can't wait to dig into these sweet scallops. Here goes. Oh. So sweet. So good. Natural sweetness of the scallops. It is so good. Maybe it could use a little pepper. I wouldn't put any. But if you wanted to, you could put a little cayenne pepper on there. Oh, man. These are good scallops. These scallops are so good. I have to have another one. They're that good. I love them. I feel like a squirrel hoarding all the nuts right now before December 2nd. Eating all the things. Oh, boy. Oh, man. It is so good. No, I didn't get them at Costco. I'm sorry, Lisa. I showed it earlier in the video. I got all of the proteins from ButcherBox, and I showed them all in the bag. So my apologies were that I didn't know what the prices were because I just order them and then they come. So I get a shipment every 2 months, fill up the freezer. We eat it all. For the most part, it's me and the dogs that eat the ground beef. For the most part, I get steaks, jack legs, filet mignon. I'll get the rib steaks. Sometimes I'll get other cuts, but more often than not, it's a beef. I've just been really craving for seafood. Tarragon, yes. That would be delish. Okay, let's see what Michael wrote here. The hotter, the better. I've stopped eating shellfish, Michael said. She did run 2 stop signs. I thought it was just 1. I didn't think it was 2. I'm ready to eat a cold burger patty and hard-boiled eggs. I'll trade you, Jerry. Come on down. Come on down, Lisa. Once I did a chicken in a Riesling sauce for 200 people and it broke. What a nightmare. Oh, I would be devastated too. I would be. Ooh, Sharon's doing funny ones. Lisa, it's the 2 signs she ran. Oh, see, you guys. I thought I only did the 1, but I did 2. This was good. Yes, indeed. He's got different reasons that he's not eating the shellfish. I love seafood, only eat it about once a month anymore, though, says Lisa. So, was this a hit? Making it in a laundry room? Yeah. Would I do it again? Maybe not in the laundry room. I might make this upstairs. Would my husband eat this? Absolutely not. Jack would not eat this. I think this is an elegant, and you guys know it was simple. Sorry, don't talk with my mouth. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's 12 minutes to 6. This took longer than what I remember cooking it. I thought it usually takes me about under 10 minutes to do it, but I don't do it on a YouTube video and tell people the recipes. I just cook. I just do it. Jack doesn't like cream sauce. My husband's a very simple man, except he told me that I suck cooking. You guys can come over and eat my sucky food. So good. Let me all know what you're having. I know what Lisa's having. Tanya, did you eat yet? What are you cooking for dinner? Okay, Michael's going to send me a text after his video. Good. It was a huge hit. It was a huge hit. It was tasty. It was delicious. I'm enjoying this. It is steaming hot. It's probably going to be steaming hot once I start, when Amy starts at 6 o'clock. Wow. The sauce is better once it sits because it's cooler. But she did not break. Thank the Lord. I just can't imagine cooking for 200 people with a broken sauce. I know how you would be. I bet you are a type A chef, as many chefs are. But I would definitely love you to start a YouTube channel, Tanya, and start cooking. It's kind of like, as they say, if, for example, you're a housekeeper in your day job, your profession, the last thing you want to do is come home and clean your house. I get it. Probably like a chef. The last thing you want to do is cook anything. That's the simplicity about the carnivore diet. That's why I love it. If I'm hungry, I slap rib steak in the air fryer. In 8 minutes from frozen, it's done to perfection. I had a filet appetizer and a New York strip entree. Ooh, come on, yum. Just yum. Let's see. Lisa wrote, sounds delicious, Tanya. You know it does. Yes, it does. Jack should be able to lose weight since the dogs are cooking. I fed the dogs before I came down to eat, or before I came down to cook. And I fed them the dog food I told you I'm never going to buy again. from Full Moon. I fed them that with ground beef, the equivalent of half of a pound. Remember, the food is dehydrated. So if I was to rehydrate that food, in addition to the bone, that they both got a bone, and they're both eating it. Ladybug, she wasn't too into bones before Squeaky got here. Now that Squeaky's here, she loves it. So they're both gnawing at the bone. That should keep them busy, keep their mouths busy, keep them quiet. Yes, this was a hit. I hope that you guys make it at your houses. It's easy. It's fast. It's the type of carnivore food that I like to do. Fast. My real life is real busy in real life. And the simpler I can make my life, the better it will be. Now, having hip surgery and back surgery, it doesn't make me want to stand up at a stove and cook all the things, especially big lasagnas, the traditional lasagnas, if you will, and those things. No. The simplicity of the carnivore diet keeps me going, and I feel good. And I'm not eating all the things that are causing me the joint pain and the stomach distress and going to the bathroom constantly. I'm going to stick with the carnivore diet. But it's time. It's time for me to start fasting. I know it. I can feel it. I'm not swayed by the parties that happen. I'm not swayed watching any of the videos that are going to be happening, the people cooking foods and what have you during this season. That doesn't sway me, doesn't bother me one iota. I like to watch cooking videos. I still watch the Food Network. Now, I don't agree with the foods that they use and the oils. Yeah, I don't like it. And some of their very few, they'll get into the politics side of it. Very few. But I see a recipe on the Food Network and go, I can keto-fy that, or I can carnivore-fy it. I can do it. I think that's where I got this recipe from. They use noodles as the base. Of course they did. I was looking for the Egg Life wrap noodles at the grocery store. They didn't have it. They just had the wraps. But there you go. Can you make a gourmet cream sauce in your basement in less than an hour? I know Rachel Ray, she was 30-minute meals person. But you can make a gourmet meal. High protein, quite filling. If that was to be an appetizer to go alongside of a steak, yeah, then I would say that would be for two people. But for me right now to eat all by myself, yeah, one pot, one meal. I use more utensils than anything else. And I didn't have to use the beef broth or chicken broth or any other kind of broth. It was just perfect. Got any other questions or comments? Anybody before I log off for the day? Michael's going to fix a burger. I know you do a lot of burgers too. Any other questions or comments anybody has about the day? What time is it now? It is 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Yes, it's 5:55. I want to thank those of you that have stuck with me all day, all the hours, all the places, all the things. I appreciate it. I appreciate the watch hours. I appreciate the time. If you don't have my phone number, I gave it last time, I'm going to give it again. And you want to get to sending Christmas cards, send me a text. Tanya's got my number, and I've got Tanya's address, so I'm going to be sending her a Christmas card. If you know, you know. But please send me a text. I have Michael's address too. Send me a text with your address, and I will send you a Christmas card. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. That's first and foremost. Thank you so much. Lisa, thanks, Jerry. She said, have a great night. Thank you for watching, Lisa. Tanya, great day, Jerry. Thank you. And I thank you for watching, Tanya, too. And I appreciate your critique, too. Of course, tarragon. Delicious. I know I have to thank Michael because he's my YouTube coach. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, DS11, for watching. Who else did I miss? I missed somebody. I think I did. DS111 was in there. Lisa, I got that. Sharon, you know. I know we're going to go over next and watch Amy's channel in about 4 minutes. And I'm going to be watching Michael's channel too at the same time. So I'll probably have Amy on the laptop and Michael on the cell phone. Minding too, because I can do it while I'm eating. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm hoping, not going to promise anything, I'm hoping to do noon lives this week. But remember, from 9 at night until midnight, that's the overtime hours for me, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a lovely evening. Toodles.